Hey everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on the Summon's End quest. Now for this quest you need the following requirements. So you must complete the prequel quest, Spirit of Summer, and you also need these skill requirements: 23 Summoning, 35 Hunter, 37 Woodcutting, 45 Mining, 47 Firemaking, and 55 Prayer. That's it for requirements. Now onto the items. You'll need a Ghostspeak amulet or cramulet. You'll need Jennica's ring, which you got as a reward from the previous quest. You'll need at least one summoning pouch made with a blue charm. So cheap pouches such as Albino Rat, Giant Chinchompa or Spirit Kalphite may be the best ones, and I'd bring a few more in case you make a mistake. And items that I recommend is bringing some food with you, as you will be taking some damage from this quest. Any sort of run restoring items such as the Explorer's Ring or Super Energy Potions, a form of emergency teleport, and also don't bring any armor with you as it won't protect you from the attacks in this quest. So all it will do is reduce your increase your weight, which will reduce your run time. That's it for the requirements and items. Now onto the quest itself. So this quest can be a little bit of a difficult quest. There's a few different sort of things you need to complete where the risk of you dying is quite high. If you do happen to die, your gravestone will appear right under Summer, which is where the quest start point is, and it's quite easy to get back to. So what you want to do is talk to Summer, who will be found near the Wilderness Wall, the same as she was in the previous quest, and ask her what's happening, and she'll tell you to follow her. So when you follow her through the spiritual portal, instead of arriving in the spirit realm, you'll appear in the void that separates the realm from the spirit realm. So Summer's father will explain that the spirit beast is getting stronger and is breaking through the veil separating the two realms. So in order to trap the beast, you have to lure it into a mine. However, the mine entrance is closed in the spirit realm, so you must destroy the mine entrance in the real realm. So you want to return to the real world by operating Jennica's ring while standing on the portal, and you must be wearing the ring in order to operate it. You then want to travel north to the mine entrance, which is marked with a dungeon icon on the minimap. So right click the cave to choose the collapse option, and that will cause the cave in the real world to be blocked and the spirit realm cave to be unblocked. You then want to return to the spirit realm. So the next step is to find and lure the beast. So in the spirit realm, the area immediately around the entrance to the cave, you'll see the beast is patrolling in a circle. Now since you previously used familiars from the previous quests from Gold, Green and Crimson charms, you now need to lure the beast with a blue charm familiar, which you should have brought with you. So what you want to do is position yourself near to where the spirit beast is patrolling, and then summon your familiar to appear, and the beast should hopefully start following you. You want to lure the beast towards the mine entrance. So once the beast is focused onto the familiar, you then want to enter the mine, and you want to try and do this sort of just before the beast is near where you are, otherwise it may not enter the mine with you. Now if the beast gets too close, it will devour your familiar, and then you must try again with another pouch. If the beast ignores your familiar, it means that the beast was too far away, so you want to try and position the beast as close to the cave entrance as possible before you go into it. So once the beast has been lured into a cave, a cutscene will take place where one of the spirits will explain that he discovered the beast has a weakness in its chest, where it stores the energy of souls it devours. The spirit will then ask you to make the fire to distract the beast, and when the beast is distracted, the spirit will strike. So what you need to do is build 3 pyres. Each pyre requires 5 logs, and your job is to cut the cursed willow logs from the roots growing along the walls of the room and place them on any of the fire pits. Now due to a recent update, you need to right click to use the logs on the fire pit, which can make this part of the quest a little bit difficult. Now while you're doing this, the beast will be firing different magical attacks at you. Now when the beast fires its attack, when it hits the ground, it will split and sort of scatter into different directions. So the key to this is to keep moving at all times to avoid the attacks. So the best method to do this is basically to try and collect all the logs in one go, so you don't have to worry about chopping them, and then just focus on the fire pits. So what you want to do is stand yourself near one of your nearest roots, and then when the beast goes to attack you, run and click another root, and hopefully you'll chop down a log before it then fires another attack. And you want to repeat this and keep sort of going around the room, dodging the attacks, and keep chopping at the roots. Now the key bit is not to take too many damage from the spirit, so if you need to sort of stop chopping a root in order to dodge the attack, then do so. Now the beast attacks faster after each fire is lit, so that's another reason to sort of get all the pyres built and then light them all at once rather than light them one by one. So basically keep running around the room and dodging the spirit beast attacks until you've got full inventory of logs, and then build the different pyres. And you'll need 5 logs for each pyre, so 15 logs in total. Now once all the pyres have the correct amount of logs on them, then you can keep running around and lighting each one. And when you have successfully built and lit all 3 pyres, a cutscene will appear where the spirit will have attacked the beast, and the beast will now move into the second room. So as you enter the second room, a cutscene will place and another spirit will appear and knows how to damage the spirit beast more and needs your help. So the dark core must be lured out from inside the spirit beast and trapped in a hole. When the beast goes to retrieve its core from the hole, the spirit will attack, and he needs to attack it 3 times. So similar to the first bit, you need to keep running around to avoid any attacks, and eventually a dark core will come out. The beast will stay relatively in the centre of the dirt mound, so you can run around it repeatedly. When the core is out, you want to use your spade next to a patch of soft soil to dig a hole. The core will head towards you if it's close enough, otherwise you need to get near to it to get its attention, and you want to put the hole between yourself and the core. And if you do this correctly, the core will then fall in. If you take too long, the hole will collapse and must be dug again. So a strategy here is to have the spade in your tool belt, which most of you should have, and run continuously around a circle of soft soil patches by clicking on them to dig. And obviously when the dark core is released, you want to lure it to the nearest hole that you've dug. If the core happens to touch you, it will take a small amount of damage. And I think every time you successfully get the dark core stuck, it will take longer for it to respawn, so sometimes you might be running for a little while until the dark core comes back out again. But this one's quite easy compared to the previous one you had to do, and once the dark core has been stuck 3 times and the spirit has hit the beast 3 times, it will then move into the third and final room. So in the final room, you'll finally help destroy the beast, and when you enter, a cutscene will play and the spirit will explain that their room, this room has their graves, and if the player blesses the graves at the right time, the spirits can hurt and destroy the beast. There are 5 graves in the room. Each spirit will inhabit 1 grave at a time, and each also has its own colour, red, yellow and blue. Once the cutscene ends, you'll see each coloured spirit fly into a grave, and the beast will then start attacking. For each attack, the beast charges with a colour the same as one of the 3 spirits, and if you bless the grave containing the spirit with the same colour, the attack will rebound against the beast. So you want to do this once for each of the 3 colours. After the beast attacks, the spirits may or may not change graves. So a spirit can only cause the rebound once. If you've already used the blue, you cannot use the blue again, but that then also helps because you can determine to stay nearer to one of the graves you haven't used yet. So the best thing to do is sort of focus on 1 colour at a time. So if you sort of focus on the red colour first, you can keep dodging the beast's attacks. Also you obviously take note of which spirit, the red spirit is in what grave, and then when you see that the beast is charging a red attack, then you can choose the correct grave to rebound, and then obviously do that for yellow and green, or yellow and blue even. However, this final room is quite easy out of the 3 of them, and there's less chance of you taking much damage from the different attacks. So after you've rebounded the 3rd and final attack, the beast will be destroyed, and some will appear and tell you that her energy is feeling more powerful already. She'll also tell you to speak to the elder spirits in the cave, and you then want to speak to spirits to hear their story. Once you've done this, agree to leave the cave with them and you'll be transported out of it. You then want to speak to them again to obtain your rewards, and it will come up, congratulations, you have completed Summer's End. You're awarded 1 quest point, 1500 summoning experience, 5000 hunter, mining and woodcutting experience, 10,000 prayer experience, 15,000 firemaking experience, 2 treasure hunter keys, a spirit shield and the ability to wield all spirit shields, an upgraded version of Jennica's ring which will give you access to new spirit portals, and you'll now also have the ability to fight against a corporeal beast, and 2 treasure hunter keys and 2 hearts of ice. So there we are, quest complete. So overall it's not exactly difficult with this quest as long as you use the correct strategies. Obviously the different bits against the beasts are obviously the hard and main parts of this quest, but the first 2 rooms are only really sort of the trickier ones. The third one shouldn't be too bad for you as long as you do sort of my strategy that I spoke about. As for the rewards, the experience rewards are pretty decent. Also, you'll now have the ability to fight against a corporeal beast in the real world, which a lot of people probably will be completing this quest in order to do. And the main part of this quest as well is it's one of the requirements to complete the Wild Gothic Sleeps quest. Now, as I mentioned, the Jennica's ring will have been upgraded in order to use the weak portals that are around the wilderness, and those who watch my Spirit of Summer quests guide will know that I showed you where to find these different portals for the previous quest. So what I will do is show you where you can find these weak portals and what rewards they will give you. So there are 5 weak portals that can be activated using the upgraded version of Jennica's ring. So one that is weak but visible is at Summer's Farm, which is located in level 28 Wilderness, and if you activate the portal with your ring on this particular coordinate, it will give you 7,500 farming experience, but you need 46 plus farming in order to do that. Another portal is very weak and invisible, and it's in the very centre of the Dark Warrior's Fortress in level 14 Wilderness. So you need to be standing on this exact spot, which I will show you in the footage, and it will give you 15,000 defense experience, so those who have 80 plus defense. So main majority of you may not have this when you complete this quest, but you can obviously come back at a later time when you do have the relevant level. Another portal which is weak but visible is at the Chaos Temple in the level 12 Wilderness, and this will give you 7,500 prayer experience if you have 50 plus prayer. Another which is very weak and invisible is in north of the Rhodes Castle in the level 53 Wilderness. So this requires you to stand on this exact spot, which again I'll show you in the footage, and it will give you 15,000 experience if you have 60 plus thieving. Also, this portal allows players to lock the prison door in the spirit realm to unlock the doors in the real world and free the imprisoned rogue, and when you talk to him he advises you to meet him in Varrock in the house behind the archery shop, where he'll buy unenchanted jewellery for a decent price. This will also allow you to loot the chests in the spirit world and real world which contains blood runes. And the 5th and final portal, which is weak but visible, is in the castle ruins far east of the demonic ruins in level 47 Wilderness, and if you access this portal it will give you 7,500 smithing experience to those with 50 plus smithing. And in the spirit realm at this point there are images of the dragonkin icon on the walls. So obviously when you're finding these portals, do take caution, as you will be in the actual wilderness and you have got the risk of PvP happening. But overall there's some decent XP rewards as long as you have the relevant levels in order to access them. But yeah, as for the actual quest itself, you shouldn't run into any problems following my guide. However, if you do get stuck, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Thanks everyone, bye bye.